So a couple weeks ago, I got my SAT score, and if you don't know what the SAT is, it's basically a test that tells colleges how smart you are. My goal score for the SAT that time I took it was to get a 1340, which is basically the scholarship requirement. However, I only got a 1310. Unfortunately, I was very disappointed. That is literally only a 30-point difference. I was about to get mad at myself at the score, but then I stopped and thought about it. Why am I wasting my time and energy getting mad at my score when I can use that time and energy to get ready for the next upcoming test? I think this was the perfect scenario and perfect experience I've ever had to actually using stoicism. I was able to be present and be introspective about my emotions and thoughts. So after that time, I journaled about it and I thought to myself, why did I feel like this? Why was I getting mad? And basically be able to understand my feelings and emotions so I can fully understand them. I feel like this scenario is a bit of an understatement compared to the old Stoics because they used to deal with literally going to battle, losing their loved ones. But as students, we are just trying to get through school and maybe even go to a good college. If the old Stoics were able to use principles of Stoicism to get through literal battles, seeing their loved ones die, losing their life savings, I think we can use these to help our daily lives. I'm going to give you 3 tips to be more stoic as a student. Tip number 1, journal. I don't think you can separate journaling and stoicism from each other. They are literally hand to hand. Because stoicism is about being able to understand our emotions and feelings and why we feel like it. However, I think there's a misunderstanding that stoics are people who don't be emotional. However, that is not true. I would recommend the lectern 1970, something like that, but it's a bit pricey, but it's worth the investment in my opinion. So when you journal, I want you to think about the main thing that was on your mind the whole day. You said something mean to your friend, and then that was on your mind the whole day. Write it down. Ask yourself, why did I say that mean thing? Oh, maybe I said that mean thing because he disrespected me like that. Oh, why did I feel disrespected? Because he made fun of me in front of everyone. Why did he do that? Why do I feel like he disrespected me? And you keep going on and on and on and on until you find this peace moment, this inner peace where you're able to put the pen down and be like, okay, I am done with this situation and I'm able to move on. And I'm able to move out without overthinking about this situation. That is the key and that is the goal. To get to a point where we're able to move on from minor situations or even big situations too. Like the old Stoics, their loved ones dying. But as students, it's just the minor ones, like getting a bad grade on a test. Stuff like that. Alright, tip number 2, meditation. You might ask yourself, why are we talking about meditation? A lot of the Stoics talked about meditation and they preached about how important it was. Seneca talks about how we should be introspective and take time for ourselves to think. Epictetus also emphasized about mindfulness. So when you meditate, you're able to be more present and in the moment and be ready for those situations where you're able to perform stoicism. You're able to stop, think about your emotions, be introspective about them, and think, why did I feel this way? Why did this happen? Can I control this? No. Is there a point in wasting my energy in this? No. That is what we are aiming for through meditation, being present. Last tip, cultivate resilience. As students, we will have a lot of unfortunate situations like, oh, I forgot the paper was due on. I think the best thing we can do in those unfortunate situations is rather to be grateful about them. I know it's very hard to see the good and the bad, but the thing is, you can't change the past. You can only respond to what happens to you. You cannot change what happens to you. So, for example, as the situation we were talking about, oh, I thought it was due on Monday, but it was due on Sunday. I'm grateful that I missed the deadline. Now I know I should write down the date on a piece of paper and not forget. You see, we can make the bad into good if we use our mind. This is what we need to do. As students, if we are able to cultivate resilience, we'll be able to push through and not give up. Hope this video was able to help you be more stoic. And if you like content like this, stay tuned because there's going to be more about philosophy and self-development in general. Alright, see you in the next one.